that's probably enough for the moment. Turn her off, thank you. Hey! Hot off the press, huh?
Oh, okay.
The compliments of the staff of the Weekly Star, Mrs. Davidson. One for you, sir. Brenda. Okay.
What the hell is going on?
Lizzie, I think you blew it.
Oh, Lizzie, what's all this about? What are you up to?
What do you mean? Your story looks real good, Jude.
It's upside down.
Huh? Oh, Sadie's. Must have set the plates wrong again.
One of you must be able to explain what happened.
Well, honestly, Mrs. Davidson, I have no idea. We did everything Mr. Monty told us to do. At least most of us did.
Well, don't blame me. I did the best I could. I mean, if Mr. Marnie was here, things would be different. I mean, we could have got everything sorted out.
He gave me to understand that you were ready to do your own work.
Yeah, well, Lizzie does have a point, you know. I mean, he showed us quite a lot how to set up print and everything, but the only thing we'd done till now was just single-page government work.
Yeah, all those pamphlets and stuff. I mean, that's not the same as a paper in all its columns, is it? Couldn't we have him back just for a bit until we do get things sorted out?
I take it you enjoyed working with Mr. Marnie.
Oh, he was terrific. We got along real well. Oh, Mr. Faulkner's all right, but Mr. Marnie, he's a professional, isn't he?
Well, I'll see what I can do about getting him to return.
Oh, beauty.
But it will only be for a short time, because he does have other commitments.
Well, we understand that, and thanks for not scrapping the whole idea.
Yeah, oh, it'll be good having him back, even if it's just for a while.
Yes, well, I'll let you know what happens. Would you take them out to the exercise yard, please, Mr. Faulkner?
Guess what? Mr. Marnie's coming back again.
I thought he'd left for good.
Yeah, he had. Mrs. Davidson said she was going to try and get him back for us, but she wasn't too impressed when she saw that paper. Now, it's odd how it got so messed up.
Yeah, isn't it a shame?
Come on, Lizzie. I reckon you know more about this than you're letting on.
Well, I did have a little bit to do with it.
You mean you messed up on purpose? That was a bloody stupid thing to do.
You realize you could have lost that paper for us permanently?
Oh, hang on. What are you jumping on her for, eh? You didn't lose the paper, did you? And it looks like there's a bloke. He's coming back.
Yeah, well, I thought I was being a bit clever.
Okay. All right this time, but next time you let us know what's going on, okay?
So who is this guy, Paul Newman?
No, he's just a really nice guy. He's nice to be with and knows everything there is to know about having a newspaper.
Yeah, and we had a bit of fun when he was here, which doesn't happen too often.
Well, I better practice up on my Lois Lane girl reporter routine. I want to make a good impression. Tell me, madam, what is a sophisticated woman of the world like yourself doing in a dump like this? Stop, don't answer that. I think I'm too young to hear about it. Now, who would make a good subject for my interview? No. Aha, woman of mystery, the doctor.
Oh, I wouldn't worry about her, love. She could be dangerous, that one.
You're forgetting about my devastating charm.
Someone ought to do her. But it looks like no one around here's got the guts.
It's not guts that's needed here, my dear. It's finesse, and that I've got plenty of. Hi. I guess you haven't heard Marnie's coming back for a while to help out with the paper.
That should keep the morons happy. Personally, I think it's a waste of time.
Oh, I don't know. There's a lot to be said for getting a chance to tell our stories. Now, take Judy Bryant. She can bring out the whole episode with Jock Stewart. And Susie. Well, it's really dreadful that a girl like that's in here.
Suppose it has its good points.
What about you? I'll bet your story'd be the most interesting of all. A woman like you, intelligent, from a good environment, connections, class, all that. Must have been hard for you to adjust.
You know, you're right. The hardest thing was trying to adjust to people with such different backgrounds from mine. Of course, I was friendly at first, but they just seemed to see me as prey. I suppose I was so different. They seemed to consider my intelligence some sort of threat.
Did they give you a lot of trouble?
They tried, but they soon realized that tangling with me was a fatal mistake.
I read about your case outside.
Murder, they called it. I just fiddled a little from people with money. It was for my son, for his education. Then Conrad decided to turn me in. After all I did for him, I'm a child. Children are such a drain on your life. I'm never going to have any.
But you had a son.
The money was for him. Then that Edwards woman was going to go and tell the police. I had to stop her. Any mother would have done the same thing. She was going to ruin my son's life. So I got rid of him.
Him? You were just talking about a woman, Sandy Edwards.
He was threatening me. Oh, the boy didn't matter, but I was in danger. So one day I just put him in the rubbish compactor. Right over there, that's where I did it. Now he's gone. See, she really didn't know who she was up against. You do understand, don't you?
Yeah.
She was going to kill me. And Bea and Judy. There's danger everywhere. So I have to take care of them.
Come on, you two. Time to go back in.
Oh, what do you want to play?
Oh, not now, Lizzie. Oh, you were right, Judy. I should have listened to you. Peterson's as nutty as a fruitcake. She gives me the creeps.
Well, I want to know what's going to be done about it.
Oh, don't start that again.
Now, look, Brian, we had our trial. She was found guilty. Now, what are you going to do about
You
it?
get off my back.
Look, I'm sick of her wandering around Safest houses, pretending she's a loony.
She's not pretending. I tell you, Jude, she's as silly as a rabbit.
What do you mean?
Well, she was talking about the bloke that she killed and how he ended up in the garbage compactor.
Garbage compactor?
But it's the way she says it. She's as calm as anything. And then she was talking about Edwards and got the two of them mixed up. I tell you, she's crazy.
God. What are you so surprised about? You thought Sandy got dumped in that garbage thing?
It's truth.
Oh, God, Judy, be careful. You're in the same cell as her. I'd ask to be moved if I were you. Sleep in the same room, you might never wake up.
Oh, come on, Rob. I thought you were going to clear all that up.
I can't now. I'm just getting it right.
Dad?
Come on, mate. You heard your sister.
She's a nag. I'll do it in a minute.
You know Mum likes the place cleaned up before dinner.
Women.
I'll get it. All right, come on in.
Thanks.
Pat, you remember Meg Morris?
Yes, of course. Nice to see you again, mate.
Thank you.
And this is our daughter Jenny. Jenny, Mrs. Morris.
Jenny?
This one's Robert.
Hello, Robert.
Hi.
I hope an extra person for dinner doesn't throw out your cooking.
That's what I want to do. Throw at it.
Not
Cookie.
at all. Glad you came. Despite what the brat said, I won't poison you. I might consider poisoning him, though. He won't clear his junk up, Mum.